Chanukah is right around the corner, and we'll have 8 days to celebrate this beautiful holiday. And the question is, what is it all about? What are we celebrating and what are we doing? So the name Chanukah can be understood in multiple ways. The commentators, the Rishonim, they divided the name Chanukah into Chanu and Chavhei. They Chanu on the 25th, they rested. The question is, what did they rest from? So some commentators understand that they rested from doing malacha. Like on Shabbos, we rest from doing malacha. So too on Chanukah, we rested from doing malacha. However, others take issue with it because we don't find a special Isser malacha on Chanukah. So rather, Chanu b'Chavhei, they understand to mean that they rested from going out to war. Just like in the desert, we said, Al Pi Hashem Yachanu, by the word of Hashem, we encamped. We stopped traveling and we rested. So too the Jews, they stopped going out to war and they rested. Chanu b'Chavhei. They rested on the 25th. And this is fascinating because if you were to name a holiday, you would name it after the victory, the unbelievable victory that we describe on Nisim. We were so few in the hands of many. We were weak in the hands of the strong people, the strong enemies, and yet we persevered and we overcame, and Hashem did a miracle and we beat the enemy. And yet that's not what the name symbolizes. Chanukah sounds, we rested on the 25th, which symbolizes the result of the battle. The result was, yes, now we rested. But that's sort of missing the boat. The name of the holiday is, we overcame, we persevered, we won. Why do we name the holiday based off the outcome that we just rested? This leads us to really understand what was the war of the Greeks against the Jewish people. What was that battle? What were they so vehemently fighting against? So that the Medrash tells us in Bereshis, that when the Torah says Choshech, it refers to the Greeks. Choshech suyavon shehechshichu eineim shel Yisrael. They darkened the eyes of the Jewish people. How? By making gzeiros, making degrees upon us, to limiting our spirituality, and they wanted to destroy us spiritually. They wanted to darken our eyes and remove the or which is the wisdom and the chachma and the Torah and the spirituality from us. They attacked, as the Maharal explains, the Beis HaMikdash, the place where the Shekhinah is, the place which is the most kadosh, the most holy, has the most sanctity, and they also went against our Torah. They made us right. Ein lanu chelek b'Elokei Yisrael. We have no chelek in Elokei Yisrael, in the God of Hashem. They went against our Torah and they went against the spirituality. And Torah is that which holds up the Jewish people. That is the spiritual entity that we have, which makes us who we are. As Rav Saadia Gaon famously says, Einu masenu uma ela b'Torah. We are a nation which is defined by the Torah. That's the definition of who we are, people who live by the Torah and live with Hashem. And that's what makes us a spiritual people. And that the Greeks didn't like. So our battle that we won wasn't merely a physical battle that we overcame and survived, but much more importantly, it was a spiritual battle. And we fought for our ruchnius, we fought for our spirituality. And now we're able to rest. When you're able to rest, you're able to really focus on those things which are important in life, which is ruchnius. You're able to rest and focus on what Hashem wants us to do, which is to be His creations, people that live by His Torah, do His mitzvos, and live with Him. And you see that when they made the name Chanukah, they established the name of the holiday Chanukah, that you see that the main purpose of the war and the defeating of the Greeks was for us to have time to rest on the 25th. Because when you have time to rest, you have time to focus. When you have time to focus, you're able to realign ourselves with our goals of being the Am Hashem, the Am Nivchar, the chosen people, the people that Hashem wants us to be. And that's really Chanu b'Chavhei, Chanukah. That's really what we're saying. We're rested and we're able to really focus. And as we say in Al Nisim, after we describe the whole war that we won, the very end says that we're able to go in and able to relight the menorah, which means we're able to now relight the menorah in the Beis HaMikdash and do the avoda, do the service and serve Hashem in the best way possible. And that was really the main purpose of Chanukah, to have us come back to who we are, which is our avoda, our service of Hashem, our learning Torah, and our doing His mitzvahs. And that's really what Chanukah is about. So we should take these 8 days to remove all the things that infringe us from serving Hashem, all the distractions in the world that are trying to obliterate spirituality and trying to remove God from the Jewish people. And we have to rest for 8 days and realign ourselves, recommit to His Torah, and recommit to being the people that He so wants us to be. And we have 8 days to do that. Have a wonderful Chanukah.